Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and this is a response to a thread that was started by Mike over in the UK, and his channel is PC31, the Vinyl Policeman, and he had an idea to show a certain record label and 5 artists from that label, and I decided I would join in. And the label I chose is the IRS label, which stands for International Record Syndicate, a US label that was founded by Miles Copeland III, which is the brother of Stuart Copeland of the Police, and Jay Boberg. It's founded in 1979, originally division of A&M Records, and they kind of focused mainly on new wave, indie music, alternative rock. It disbanded in 1996, but it was later revived a couple times. But anyway, so that's my label is IRS, and we'll get started. The first album I'm going to show was by the group Timbuk 3. This is their album Greetings from Timbuk 3 from 1986. They were formed in Austin, Texas. They had the big single, The Future's So Bright, I Gotta Wear Shades. And then show the beautiful IRS label. And although it was kind of a novelty hit, I guess, in some ways, actually the music on here is a lot more grim than you might expect, but really catchy, and I think actually their debut is their best album, but it's one I would check out. I'm sure a lot of people know that song, The Future's So Bright, I Gotta Wear Shades, but they were more than that. The second one I'm going to show is by the group Concrete Blonde, which were formed in Hollywood, California. Kind of alternative rock. They were a rock trio. Jeanette Napolitano was the lead vocalist on there, and she had a unique punkish style, I guess you would say. Of course, here's the beautiful IRS label. And this was their debut, like I said, from 1986. And the big hit on here was Still in Hollywood, and they were performed in Hollywood, so I guess they were still there, or they were trying to say. But really wonderful album. They even do a, let's see if I can find it on here. Dang, where is it? Oh, Beware the Darkness, which was a George Harrison cover. But wonderful album. I know a lot of people really like Bloodletting, which is probably their best album, but I think this one's one worth checking out as well. So, Concrete Blonde, my second one. My third one's going to be of the group The English Beat, although in the UK where they were known as The Beat, but there was already a group in the United States, I think it was a power pop group called The Beat, so in the US they were known as The English Beat. And I was going to show this album, but then I realized when I did a little research that it was a reissued on IRS. It was originally on Sire. So I'm going to use this one, which was originally on IRS and released in the US on IRS. This is a Special Beat Service. This is actually my favorite, although it doesn't seem to be anybody else's favorite, though they love the other ones more. It's a little more pop polished, I guess you could say, but they still do a lot of ska stuff on here, because they kind of combine new wave and ska beats. But Dave Wakeling was the lead singer, and also had Ranking Roger, who was a toaster and singer as well. But and they do use some ska stuff on here, like Aki 123, Rotating Head, Spar With Me. But it also has one of my favorite ballads, End of the Party, which is on there. And I got some MTV play for I Confess and Save It for Later, but just a wonderful album on the IRS label, the English Beat Special Beat Service, or in the UK, the Beat Special Beat Service. Oh, and I realized I didn't say when it came out. It came out in 1982, and in the UK, it came under under their own label, things called Go Feet was their label. Okay. So my fourth one is probably the most popular artist and the best known artist that was on the IRS label, and that's REM. I'm going to choose their album Life's Rich Pageant, which is their fourth studio album from 1986. Of course, REM was founded in Atlanta, Georgia. This was a harder rocking album they'd had before, produced by Don Gayman, who had worked with John Mellencamp. But they had really some great songs on here. A real good rocker with Begin to Begin. Like I said, harder rocking than the ones before. They do a song called Cuyahoga about the river there in Cleveland. Also, Fall on Me was, the biggest hit off here. Love Swan H on here too. Also not listed on here, but it's listed on the label, is the song Superman, where actually bassist Mike Mills sings instead of Michael Stipe. And it's kind of weird on the labels. It has the supper side and then it says the dinner side. I don't know what that means exactly. But wonderful album by REM. Probably my favorite in their IRS years is Document. That's probably my favorite overall. But I like all the IRS albums. But anyway, that's my number 4. And my last one from IRS label is the DBs, and this is their album The Sound of Music, which came out in 1987. Jangle Pop. They formed in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This one is more pop-oriented, I guess, more mainstream, I guess, than their earlier albums. Like Sounds Like Decibels were kind of a little more quirky, and I think some people held it against them. This was maybe a little bit more Americana on this one. But this has some great songs on it, though. Like Molly Says is a great breakup tune. Never Before and Never Again, I think, is kind of a good Americana-like-ish tune. Change with the Changing Times and I Lie I really like. Bonneville is a really great tune as well. I like all these songs on here, and I think it's just as good as a lot of their earlier stuff. And you can see the IRS label. Anyway, that's my entry, or not entry, but my response to the Thread IRS label, which was a great label. I had a lot of great indie artists on there. And everyone else that wants to do this, you can go look at Mike's original, which I'll leave a link below. And everyone have a good day.